Welcome. This is To Our Core with Katie Murray, and this is the place where we peel back our layers to uncover who we really are at our centre, at our core. And think of it as a chat with your bestie, the one who can make you laugh until your belly hurts, who is ridiculously unfiltered, and will lovingly call you forward to help you cut through the noise and get real with yourself. Around here, nothing is off limits, and we are mixing this up with equal parts humour and heart, so let's dive right in. Hey, and welcome to Our Core with Katie Murray, and I'm so glad that you found your way here. This podcast is going to be the space for real talk, big laughs, and honest conversations about who we are when we peel back the layers of roles, the labels, and the expectations that we place on ourselves. Because I believe that when we come back to our core, we find the confidence, the courage, and the joy that we've been searching for all along. Now, this is just a taster. Think of it as like an appetizer. And this is just going to be a little bit about me and who I am. The next one that you're going to listen to, the next episode, is going to be like entree. You'll probably find a lot of my analogies relate to food because I love food. And the appetizer in the next episode is really going to be about understanding the philosophies and the frameworks from which I operate and how I will be speaking to you through this podcast and how I operate as a coach. And then after that, we're getting to main course. And main course are going to be all the flow-on episodes that come your way. And I want you to think of it as like a progressive dinner where the food just goes on and on and on. And what a wonderful place to be. So starting with me, a little bit about me is that I am a life and mindset coach. I am a women's empowerment advocate, and I am a mum of 3. I've got a darling husband who I've been married to for 20 years. I know I don't look old enough to have, a husband of 20 years, but here we are. And also for 20 years, I have worked as a social worker, supporting people through some of their life's toughest challenges. And that work has absolutely shaped me. Like, I started as a social worker as a 21-year-old grad straight out of uni, and I went straight into the space and field of child protection. And it shaped me in ways that it taught me resilience and empathy and the power of human connection. And I also learned that there are so many of us who are living with self-doubt and imposter complex and self-sabotage, and we are performing and pleasing and proving, and often it comes at the expense of ourselves. And I know this because I've lived it too. For years, I tied my worth to achievement or external validation and to how well I could keep everyone else happy. And it took a lot of unlearning to reconnect with my own voice. And that's why this podcast exists, to help you do the same. And I'm going to be speaking in episode 1, the official episode 1, your first main course, really vulnerably about my experience with my value of strength and some of the harder moments that I have encountered in my life. And I really hope you can hold space for me while I share that part of my story and talk to you about how that strength of and that value of strength, which is still so important to me today, showed up in ways that I never anticipated, and sometimes to my detriment. So that's to come. Each week I will be bringing you episodes that blend humour. Hopefully you get my humour and heart, and also practical, tangible strategies to support you. And we'll talk everything from imposter complex and accountability to confidence, courage, self-leadership. And sometimes it'll just be you and me, and sometimes I'll bring on incredible guests for real and raw conversations. And I really do hope that this is a space of storytelling, because I think we connect more closely with people when we can share vulnerably and honestly about the experiences that we've had in our own lives. And I want this to be a space where we do talk about some of the things that perhaps other people aren't talking about. And I want you to think of it as like a chat with your best friend, the one who's not going to sugarcoat things. And I'll also always have your back because I believe in your potential. I believe in your possibility. I believe in who you are now, just as you are. You're enough and you're worthy. So if you are here and you are ready to laugh and learn and reconnect with who you are at your core, then hit the follow button so you don't ever miss an episode. There's lots to come. And if you love what you hear, share it with a friend who needs to hear it too. And let's get started. This is To Our Core, and I'm Katie Murray, and I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Thanks for spending time with me today on To Our Core. If something landed in your heart or gave you a much needed giggle, consider sharing it with a friend who also may need this as a timely reminder. And go on. You know you want to. Give me a 5-star review so that this podcast can land in the ears of many, many more people. Because remember that life is too short to stay on the surface. Keep living, loving, and laughing all the way to your core. Go make life great. And if you want support around this, go to the show notes to find out more. Until next time, I'll meet you back here with more truth, laughter, and a whole lot of heart.